Hi everyone, it's Dee and welcome back. Today I'm making a very unique and different recipe. I was trying to think of something really unique for season 2, something really different, and one day the idea came to me and I was sitting with some friends and I said, that's it, this is the recipe that I can make for season 2. And they all kind of looked at me like I was a little crazy. They thought the recipe was a little bit out there, and but when I did make it and I served it to my family, they loved it. So my recipe today is a stuffed shrimp stuffed meatball. I have some shrimp that I've butterflied, deveined, and I'm going to put in the chive and onion cream cheese, a basil leaf, wrap it with bacon, and then stuff that into a meatball. And they come out as very large meatballs. Brown chuck, shrimp, a cup of minced onion, Italian seasoning, basil, thyme, garlic powder, about a teaspoon of each, salt and pepper, of course, cup of breadcrumbs, 2 large eggs, fresh basil, cooked bacon, and the star of the show, Kraft Philadelphia cream cheese, chive and onion flavor. So basically, to get started, I'm going to go ahead and add a little salt and some pepper to the ground chuck. Add in our seasonings, the breadcrumbs. Gonna add in our cup of minced onion. And our eggs. Now I'm just going to mix that all together. You know, there's only one way to really do it. It's just to kind of dive in and knock it out. So while I'm finishing up mixing up the meat, I'm going to tell you about this recipe and what happened the first time I made it. I was so excited. I just thought this was the most unique recipe I had ever come up with. And so I made it, I got the meat all together, I stuffed the shrimp and wrapped them in the bacon and put the cream cheese and fresh basil in the middle. And I popped them into the oven, and I do it up on high, like about 400 degrees, and it takes them about 25 minutes or so. Well, I kept checking on them, I was so excited. And I went over to the stove and I opened it up, and I was just crushed. I couldn't believe what I saw. All of the meatballs had opened up. And I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to go back and figure out what I did wrong. And then, when they were finally done and I pulled them out, I just was so excited. Because when they opened up, it was like a flower had opened up. And you could see the shrimp, the bacon, the cream cheese, the basil leaf. It was like it just opened up to show you what a beautiful presentation. I mean, I just was so excited. And when I served it, everybody was like, oh, ooh, that's so pretty. That looks so awesome. I was very happy. So I think you guys are going to like these. So give it a try. Okay, this is good. Okay, now, before I stuff the shrimp, what I want to do is season them. I want to use a little bit of Italian seasoning and just sprinkle it over them. I really wanted to keep the Italian theme with the meatball and the sauce. And so I want to season every layer of it from the beginning. I know there's a lot going on with this recipe, but I want to make sure it really packs a good punch. So make sure you put Italian seasoning on your raw shrimp. And now we're going to stuff them. So I have the shrimp that I've deveined and butterflied. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock out the shrimp. Just coming right along. Finish up these last few, and then we'll go to the next part. I just love how the basil leaf just fits right. They're so cute. Just fresh picked basil from out back. Okay, this is good. So now, we have to make these meatballs pretty big to be able to stuff a shrimp in them. So what I do is I kind of make it like a hamburger patty. Okay? And then I put the shrimp there, the bacon wrapped, cream cheese stuffed shrimp, and I just roll it up and make it into a big old meatball. That's a meatball. That's a pretty big meatball. I'm going to put them in a dish, and I'm just going to knock these out. You might be thinking this is a little over the top, but I'm telling you, if you make these for your family or your friends, you're going to get all the oohs and ahs. Just sauteing some onions and some bacon to add into the Alfredo. I saute these for about 5 or 6 minutes. I have the Alfredo sauce with the bacon and the sauteed onions. Smells so good. The meatballs are almost done. I have the water boiling for the pasta. We're going to bring it all together. Remember how when we started off, we seasoned the shrimp with Italian seasoning. We also put basil, oregano, Italian seasoning, all of that into the meat to keep the whole Italian theme going. So I wanted to use a different sauce. I didn't want to use a red sauce. I thought the Alfredo would go better. But to tie it all back in together, to keep the Italian flavor through everything, I'm going to add in a couple tablespoons of Kraft's cooking cream, Italian cheese and herb flavor, right into the Alfredo. Again, seasoning from beginning to end and tying it all together is very important. Blend that right into the sauce. It's going to add so much flavor to this Alfredo. I can't wait for these meatballs to get done. The pasta's going. We're about ready to bring it all together. I can't wait to show it to you guys. Doesn't that just look awesome? That just looks so wonderful to me. I'm so ready to eat. Let's do this. I just think this dish is just so unique, and it's just so pretty. And you eat with your eyes first, and the presentation is just awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and cut into this. Wow. Let me show you. How pretty is that? Isn't that gorgeous? You see the shrimp, the bacon, the basil, the cream cheese. Awesome. You can see the steam coming off of it. But I don't care. I'm ready to eat. Got some of the meatball, the shrimp, the bacon, the sauce, and the pasta. That is so good. There are so many amazing flavors in that. You can taste the cooking cream with the Italian cheese and herb. You can taste the seasoning on the shrimp, the bacon, and the chive and onion cream cheese. This is delicious. I hope you try it. I hope you enjoy it. Bye, everybody.